Radek, my son, get out of bed. Come with me. I'm going for a hunt, and you should come along. I would prefer to stay here and go over these elucidations on the Holy Scripture than hunt, Father. How are you going to be an emperor when I die, if all you can do is sit in this room, lie in bed, and read those scriptures? There is a great deal to learn, I think, Father, about ruling a realm from Scripture. Well, your grandmother doesn't agree. Your grandmother, she thinks there's nothing of use in the Scripture, and I think that there is as much of use out there in the world than there is in that book. You are a disappointing son, Radek. I am well aware of how you feel about me, Father, but it changes nothing. We are stuck with each other. Yes, we are stuck with each other. Connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel, and newcomers alike, we are here once again with our Empress, Basilissa Ava of Valencia. We are now our new culture. I'm just gonna leave it, to be honest. I'm not gonna bother to change the name. It's fine. The way I see it is people are adopting our culture as we spread out, and the only change we did was we added the one new culture thing here. My goal, I think, for concluding this game is going to be a unified empire. In order to start with that goal, right here we have our control up. This is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at control. I set all the vassals who converted to the new culture to promote their culture as their vassal commands, and we're gonna look for people who don't have our culture, and we are going to culture convert their capitals. Over time, we should be able to convince them, hopefully, to change over to our culture by doing that. We're not going to bother to try to hit 100 on any of these locations. I think Valencia at 70 continuing to go up is fine. It's a constant battle anyway because of the way plagues work now, so there's not a lot to be done about that. There's a plague here where we're holding this. There wasn't when we originally came. Originally, the plague was in the capital, which is why we didn't do it in the capital. Let's see, so this guy is Italian, so we'll have to convert his area. We're also going to begin the process of converting the Orthodox, not because, wait, does he have, he has contract protection. If we remove this, we could lower his feudal taxes, right? Then we can start working on him. We will sway him, and let's see if we can find a hook of some sort. We probably won't, but we'll try. We'll see if there's a hook we can use to help him see the need to change. And we're gonna start doing that out here. What else do we have? We want to take our priest and have him begin to slowly convert the remaining Orthodox area. As you can see, overall it is converting pretty fast, so we will help out. We're not doing this because we suddenly became a believer in Catholicism. We're doing this for unity. Having people's beliefs aligned will definitely help us keep things together. Ah, yes. I can see that you finally decided to take up the cross appropriately, Mother. Why must you plague me? You need to act better. You are the prince. Act better. What do you mean? These people are below me. I am of a bloodline that has ruled this, well, the kingdom of Valencia for generations. These vassals, they need to know better than counter me. Well, if you were a little bit more personal about it, it would be safer for you and everyone else. Personable? Why should I be personable with my lessers? Look what happened when you took over. They all whined, they all complained, and what did it come to? You put them in their place, you removed the worst of them, and now you're forcing them to convert. Well, you are more of a peacekeeper. Such drastic measures might not be necessary. We can't all be peacekeepers, Mother. We can't all simper. Some of us need to roar. These people need to learn their place. Many of these people are great kings. Kings we made. As I said, Mother, they need to learn their place. As I said, my son, you need to consider yours. Of course, we're holding a grand wedding in the middle of a plague, which is awful. Literally awful, because it wasn't here when we started. It was up further. My friend, the Holy Roman Emperor, has died. Well, it was nice to have personal correspondence with a fellow emperor. Faction-wise, all we have left is this independence faction and these Greek Orthodox populists. I see hooks and secrets. We won't be blackmailing any of these people right now. We literally may never do it. I can't wait. My son is getting married. My family is great. I can still salvage the situation, so it appears that my future daughter-in-law has made some errors in her vows. That's fine. Is it for her? We've become Quite the diplomat, considering that we were literally terrible at it at the beginning, but you're forced to do what fate forces you to do, right? That's just the way it goes. Espionage, bastard, who? Oh, this child is a bastard. Huh, well, unbelievable. I'm just trying to kill my caravan master. Not great. Banquet starts. We will mingle, because we are now a diplomat. What happened to my son? What did you die of? Somebody murder my son? You warned him, grandmother, you warned him many times that he couldn't act that way, that someone would take it personally. Well, Radek, you are now the crown prince. That foolish boy. Yes, mother, it wasn't one of the vassals, though. It was a personal enemy. Are you certain of that? Because I'm not certain of it. The way he treated them. Yes, well, he was never one to keep his mouth shut. He is, of course, with God now. Yes, of course. Hopefully he finds a place for himself wherever he is now. Yes, hopefully. Now my grandson is the heir, Radek, and he's unmarried and terrible. We need to find him a wife. Can't find spouse him. We'll have to invite him to the court. Get over here, kid. You're the heir now. Who is this? Oh, that's that guy. I mean, it's not the same guy, but it is definitely the same family. Now we're letting this break. This we will destroy. Okay. Grand wedding. Can't get away. As the wedding host, I should be spending time with the couple and their families, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend, Despot Joan. He's great. My son is great. I'm seriously considering disinheriting this kid, giving it to my son. I mean, he's really done nothing except being terrible to deserve that fate. But being terrible is kind of enough. Now, I can't use the special one, not my child, but I can use the general one. Well, we'll see. If we can find him a good marriage, maybe that'll be worthwhile. He does kind of look like Baronot Hugh. And he is zealous, which is quite different from us. We could sneak out and talk with him properly to make the Baroness unhappy, because we're, of course, ignoring the other people we're supposed to be talking to. What a joy having Joan here with me. You must excuse me, my friend. Yeah, maybe we should talk to her instead. Yeah, they just reported the murder of my son. It was wildly unexpected. We're not wounded anymore, that's nice. However, the whole banquet falls silent when a few of the dancers bearing torches make their way to the center of the venue, inviting guests to join along the way. He tripped, dropped the torch, and set his clothes aflame. Well, we're not doing this. This is gross. Let's see if we can put him out. We tried. He is severely wounded because of that. This guy has recognized my intellect. Well, everyone should all the time. Let's just find spouse him. See if we can find somebody with inheritable traits. We'll sort this by age. What we're really looking for here, we'll also make them an adult. A weird thing where it's not showing all the traits in the list anymore. Just gonna make this require more clicks. Really looking for someone who's beautiful or brilliant. And we don't really care. Well, probably not lowborn. Probably not lowborn. A bit annoying though that it's making me do it like this. It'd be great if she didn't have the pox. Starting to get a little too old. Alright, let's start back at the beginning. This Serbian girl, maybe. This is the child of a duchess underneath my cousin. Okay, let's do that marriage. So Glacinda is complimenting my my decorations, and I agree. I did a good job with the decorations. I did a great job with the decorations. Let's see, going down diplomacy, going down the side. I picked the main dishes myself. Joan, yes, of course. I'm gonna accept compliment from my son. Saying goodbye. Who's this? This is my sister. Oh, that's bad. Ugh, Toda, what am I supposed to do? You're one of the few people who were with me from the beginning, when I didn't even know if I could handle this job. Radek he's useless. I don't even know who to go to for advice. He's a toady of the Pope. He has no strength of will, no focus of mind. If I were to die now, wouldn't be surprised if the entire empire collapsed. And now I'm even more alone than I was before. I have other friends, but my sister. Even when you were far away, you were somehow a support to me. What am I to do? I truly believe that Joan would be a better emperor than Radek, but that would be an extraordinarily radical move. Let's see if we can process this grief. We did process it to a degree. Who's this guy? Some random guy. We're just gonna gently back out of this conversation. It's time. I think we will let loose at the party a bit. I mean, we're getting diplomacy perks at lightning speed. I fear you're close to the truth, my friend, my son. Tired of a long day of waiting and socializing, my son, daughter, and I ensconce ourselves at a table to mull over the union. My daughter, that's who I became friends with earlier. Joan speaks quietly. You know, I must say, I still have misgivings. I worry for my brother. This bond opens gates for Saxifracian intrigue to destroy the Empire of Valencia. I mean, that's... Come, brother. Angelus sighs. Give it time. Grant them a moon together before you pass such judgments. What of it? Leave love to the bards. Yeah, this is a political marriage. If they don't like each other, they don't like each other. Armand has got a very angry face. He is definitely a resentful villain. He's a bit sadistic. Thank you all for coming. Finish the grand wedding and head home. At least we didn't get sick. This Duke? No, I don't think so. Just some random Duke. Now we go back on our long adventure through our Greek territory. Be friends with his daughter, that's fine. Ransom this guy, don't know how he even got in there. Don't want to do that. Keep heading home. Just got a military perk. Do the controlled advantage. That's a learning perk. I will join in the storytelling. I think that we have effectively opened up through the last couple of years. We could do carefree and do wash hands, which I think we will do. And the war in England is now officially over. That was a war in England, right? Yep. And the army. We don't have a doctor with us, so I'm going to try to cure it myself. That's awful. I mean, we had a good chance. We knew what we were talking about. It just doesn't always work out. I'm friends with his wife now. The jeweled scripture. I don't need that. Really want you to convert. Really, really want you to convert. Sadly, you're zealous. So we might have to go after your daughter, who is not zealous. That's fine. It was a bit of a random idea anyway. We don't really need this. There's still people in my prison, probably from the English War. Let's ransom everyone we can and then release the rest. Even if they're hook ransoms, fine. Don't have to deal with it. Roma, fortified monuments. Right. Well, we could study the buildings. We could try to learn what we can. Let's do that. Got flexible truces. I think we're going to finish with him. I don't think there's any real chance that he's going to convert. We're really running out of Orthodox vassals. There's this guy. So let's change his contract. We'll give him low taxes in exchange for removing religious rights. And we will ask him to convert. Good. Another diplomacy perk, friendly council. We're just zipping right down because of this immense journey. Hospitable hospices. I will take a drink of their potion. Excellent. Our health is improved because of it. Let's take the free development in the capital. It's little children. Cherish your children game. Your games, children. Fine. Oh, they have had a child already. That's really fast. I would think that it might be not his child, except for the fact that that kid has the look about her. She has the look about her. There is another plague here in Valencia. Yuck. Hopefully it doesn't spread much further. Capital is just sort of getting back on its feet. You can go back to protecting for a while. Fine. And after all of that, we have returned home. That's good. How many more Orthodox vassals do we even have? So this guy is Catholic. Guy just converted. This guy is Catholic. It's just Hellas, really. Yeah, it's just the one guy. Just keep doing the check. I guess maybe over here, right? Nope, he's Catholic. Serbians are Catholic. Really, all the religious work is done. They just have to do the conversions, right? The only person who's left is Hellas, and he's a zealot, so he'll be sticking with his faith until at least the next generation, and then we'll see what we can do then. Let's see. There's nothing here we really need to do. It has come into our territory, but it feels like it's actually fading out. I'd just be imagining that, to be fair. Don't be ridiculous. We're not calling any sheep. That being said, it's just going to make the clergy upset. Very close. Very, very close. I have no antiquarian. We can get our son to do it. Do I have a doctor? I do. She's currently sick. Don't need a tutor or a wet nurse because there's no children. Real architect, my son can do it. High almoner. Abid al-Salam can do it. Cupbearer. Don't really need a cupbearer. But my son's wife can be the court musician. Feels okay. My grandson is sick with the pox. Like, really sick with the pox. My poor grandson, the choice is yours. I think it's best. You're probably going to make it through because of the reduced disease symptoms. Good job, doctor. Let's continue our development. Of course the plague crossed the border again. Of course it did. We can never escape it. It's just a little bit along the coast, too. What do we got here? Dye. So much dye. My grandson has recovered. He's once again a healthy young man. Of course, now this time it's his wife who's sick. She's doing better than he did, though. He just became a diplomatic courtier. Fine. I don't need a courtier for my son. That's okay. I understand the gesture, but no. We're doing all right. What is this event? Each day, it seems my court is abuzz with talk about the next banquet. Oh, I can't wait. Everybody wants a feast. I do like a little food, but that is going to be a problem. We really can't afford to be obese at our age. Not if the intent is to live, right? Like, hopefully, there is the king of Dunamid, which is basically this area, all of this. There is his son. He was on my council. He was my steward. I could put the despot of Nikia on as my steward. Makes sense. And then I can sway this young man. I didn't even check to see if what this is who we should be working with, right? That's his heir. He is gluttonous, stubborn, and humble. Not contrary, so we'll sway him. We don't need to sway his son. She just canceled his son first. Murder plots we discovered. It's fine. Both of my children have recovered from... Both of my sons, I should say. I mean, my son and my heir. My son and my heir have both recovered from smallpox, as have their wives. Hopefully, it's too late for caution. Okay, we're doing... I mean, she did a good job, but also we're still dying because we're obese and we have smallpox. It may be that, as has happened many times before, we will be taken by the smallpox. Smallpox has long been a curse on this family. Joan, my son, if I was to place you as my heir, would you take the empire? Mother, I do not think that is the right decision. Why? Radek is a young man, and I understand that he's very different from you. But he's not ill-mannered, he's not vengeful or arrogant like his father. He simply doesn't have the same drive that you have. He styles himself after our famed ancestor, Bernard Hugh, but he doesn't have the will that Master Hugh had to seek out his truth in the world. But I don't think that he will be a bad emperor. In fact, I think he will be competent. I think some of the more zealous vassals, now that most of them have converted, will be happy to support a man who follows the Lord Bishop with more than just lip service. I have been given so much already. I think he should have his chance. Well, I don't think I'm long left for this world. I don't think there will be a chance to change my mind, so if that's your will, then I suppose Radek will remain my heir. Let's see if she recovers before she dies. Skull is not great. Government at once. Adopt centralized administration. Yeah, they want me to do that, and I do want to do that, but I need more. I need more unity first. I need more, like, oh, we have escaped death for now. So we do continue. My accolades are in shambles. My accolades are literally in shambles. Revoke holy order lease. It's fine. Find me someone so I can restore my accolade, please. We have recovered. We get to continue on our progress towards, well, the development of our realm. We have just given Radek aspiring blade master from our accolade. I guess we stay where we are, right? Maybe work down towards August or get some of the stuff in diplomat. Could be a good idea. So Hellas has changed rulers. So she will convert, unlike her father. I think is fully desirable. It's exactly what we wanted. God be blessed. Good. Everybody is getting the work done. Now it should just be minor vassals left that aren't Catholic. Fine, we'll keep trying to sway him. Sure, that's fine. What did he do? Fine, we're never going to arrest her for that. Appoint this guy. Seek a worthy successor. Grab our nephew as well. So annoying. Let's just keep doing what we're doing, really. It'll be fine. I don't know. Maybe this is too much. Maybe we shouldn't try to force them to change by changing their capitals. Maybe we should just work on development and let them stay their own cultures. I mean, our culture is going to spread a lot simply because of all of the rulers we've told to deal with it, right? This a hunt? I don't think so. We'll do. No, we won't. We've never been much of a hunter, and I think we're too old for that. I think we're just getting a little too old to be out here traipsing around the wilderness. Okay, go. We'll have to sway him. We really can't sway him, but we can bribe him. Probably did last time. Please don't cause trouble, sir. Please don't cause trouble. Nephew slain in battle? Ugh. Let's look at the family tree. I don't know. We've looked at it in a long time. It's gigantic now. Of course. Pop up. All right. So what is our personal? It's having a trouble. It's having trouble. There we go. So here it is. Demetrius the First, the Bard of Ruthenia, had a son with his wife, his Cerneu wife, creating the Vardos Cerneu Dynasty. That son was Wenhendon the Good. Wenhendon passed the title down to his child, Demetrius the Handsome, Demetrius the First, King of Valencia, Demetrius the Second, Duke of Valencia. He passed the title down to his son, Despot, or should I say King, William. He passed it down to his son, King Miro. King Miro passed the title to his son, King Per. King Per lost the title to harder to uncover, so we'll go to, he lost it to someone who ended up marrying outside of the family. Looking for that blue crest. Per the Second, right there. I can't find her, but she definitely existed. After Per the Second was deposed by the woman who married outside the family, I'm still trying to find her. And I guess we can find it the other way, right? Wait, no, that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for the despotate. We're looking for the king title. No, that was right. The right title. We go back down to the bottom to go through the whole thing. Founder, Wenhendon, Demetrius, William, Miro, Per the First, Per the Second, there she is. So he was deposed, she took it. She was deposed, she took it. She was deposed, he took it back. He died, went to his daughter, and we were, that whole time, with Despot Bernard Hugh, the Jovial, we were fighting to regain the title and stabilize it after years of strife and near collapse. After our great-grandfather, Bernard Hugh, took it at the end of his adventures, it was held by Uladard, then of course Radolf, and then us. Radolf founded the Empire, and that's where we are. Just take a quick look at this again, how huge it is. Count Otto, Count Huppold. This one takes a while, because it's opening a lot of the tree. As you can see, our family tree. From the beginning of the game, where we started as Demetrius, our family tree has become pretty enormous. Pretty enormous. It's still pretty strong, I would say. Still pretty strong. 174 living members, and we are legendary. I think we've done pretty well. Let's see how control is doing. Make sure that you're trying to gain control down here. Let's look at the control map. We're having a bit of problems in the Imperial Core. Although truly only this is the Imperial Core. Maybe you could argue this is the Imperial Core. Bit of strife on the islands. Sicily's pretty peaceful right now. And, you know, the Empire Remnant is always a rough place. It's been a rough place since we took it over. At development, we're a very, very developed empire. We do have problems. The Imperial Core is by far our strongest territory for development. Well, that's not true. Sicily is extraordinarily strong because of the presence of Rome. And then there's Constantinople as well. I would say we're doing pretty good. But let's keep developing. Keep building buildings. Make ourselves richer and stronger. Biggest problem right now is that we don't have that many allies. We're actually building we don't have that many good allies. We have allies, but they're all like internal. And at this age, there's not much we can do about it. Looks like, much as it is with the rest of our family, we may just hit 70 again. We do need our grandson to have a baby with his new wife. He's going to be a relatively young emperor, really. Keep these control tasks going. I think the only real reason why I don't want to change the title type is because I sort of want our grandson, now that we know for sure it's going to be him. He's young enough, not 30 yet. If he lived to 70, that's 40 years. That's basically to the end of the game. Throw the king in, thank you. So I want it to be his decision, right? Whether or not he introduces court politics and all the rest that comes with a administrative government. I definitely don't want to take on the responsibility of it myself, that's for sure. Flags are passed. We have a good bit of money. Let's take Ducal Conquest. Want to keep developing the entire core, make it stronger and stronger. Why are you upset with me? Why are you upset with me? What? What? What happened to you, man? Like Castile split. Now we have a bit of of western instability here. Let's None of this is contrary to me. Patient, paranoid, brave. So let's sway him. Did we finish swaying this guy already? We did. That's fine. Okay. I guess you can build this Russian. If this tiny like Russian enclave from the time that this was held by a Russian duke. Actually kind of interesting, really. Has anybody succeeded at all in spreading our culture? A little bit. Yeah, it's starting to happen a bit. Loyalty or fear? I think we go with loyalty. Demand this payment from the child. Over here and take a look at Constantinople, see if they have anything we need to build. Nope. Everybody's just doing a fine job of building. I do wonder if there's anything in here that I should just get rid of, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Child of my dynasty. So my youngest son has had a second daughter. Cute. They're both cute. They both definitely look like they could be his kids. And they've got his dark, wavy hair. Go. Fine. He was captured for like a second. Okay, well, not really up to me. Oh, the city fell so much this time. And it didn't get the super boost, or if it did, it got it for a really short period of time. Not even the most developed place in the central core right now. That is actually Castillo, which is getting back to where it was supposed to be slightly slower. Slightly slower. 71 years old. I wonder if she's going to live to be the oldest. I mean, she has no traits to support that or anything. And our now 30-year-old heir is not having an easy time making a child with his wife. Fireside Tales. What a fun old tale. We're doing okay, though. Summon the physician. Where is this? Not near us. Out in the most difficult territory. Somebody conquered Wallachia. Somebody conquered Wallachia. Well, that was not something I expected to happen. The trappings of majesty. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequal in the realm, dressed the part. I will spend an enormous amount of money on a raiment for myself because I think I deserve it. I do. Sure. Just make sure we keep building up these buildings. Who are you? No. I don't think so. Let's build this. Oh, that popped up fast. Now at like a ton of, was I just clicking on the wrong place though? I was clicking on the wrong place though. So it never actually got as bad as I thought it did. Definitely has some bonus from herding insight as well. All right. So I was just looking at the wrong place every single time. That's just how it goes. 71%, nearly back to where it was before. It's very much just, that's not good. Where are you? There. That's probably going to reach us. Right as we started to recover from the last one, we're going to have another one reach us. Wants to be learned. Her father would do well at this, so we'll have her father do it. That seems fine. Grandson has just made his wife pregnant. There we go. Gender unimportant. Empire can be ruled by anyone. Queen Elisabetta, thank you for showing fealty to us. A lot of people just gained their court trait. Becoming a slightly better diplomat. Build you. Better boats. Alright. She needs a guardian. Like right away. They won't let me manage her. Oh, that's too bad. I think we're going to bring this episode to an end. We are very likely not going to have another full episode with Ava. I'm going to really start thinking about who Radek is. He is lazy, he's arbitrary, and he's zealous. He's like the decadent end of the family. We're getting to the point where these traits aren't that good. We're gonna have to make sure his daughter is properly educated. That, I think, being learned, even if he's not great at learning, he'd probably want that. He is so bad at fighting that in spite of being an aspiring blade master, he's still just barely able to fight because he's frail. He's definitely frail. One good thing, while his heir did not get any of the beauty of his mother, she also did not get the frailty of her father. So that's good at least. All right. Wish I had had more participation in picking this name. We may randomize this name once we take him over. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope you join us in the next episode. Goodbye for now.